Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective past question. Question number one. Question number one. And the question here says, which government paper type is given to you? Option A, type A. Option B, type B. Option C, type C. Option D, type D. By the paper type here, and what is written on top of this question is type D. Therefore, our correct option to this simple and bonus question is option D, which is type D. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. So kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective past question. Question number 2. The question here says, nation state is synonymous with dash. Nation state is synonymous with dash. A, liberation. B, sovereignty. Liberation, sovereignty. C, nationalism. D, self-actualization. When we talk of self-actualization, means liberty or independence. Independence, that is freedom, and that is what Nigeria attained in October. That was in 1996, 1st of October 1960. Then when we talk of nationalism is the movement of people or association of people who have the same political ideology in order to attain freedom or independence, right? And the essence of nationalism by the nationalist movement is to attain independence. Then we'll talk of sovereignty. Sovereignty is self governorship. That is the political autonomy or power that an independent state has to legislate, to take decision without external interference, is called sovereignty. Then liberation is the same as freedom. So the system of government or the system that nation state is synonymous with is called sovereignty. So another name for nation state is sovereignty. For instance, Nigeria is a nation state because different nations form Nigerian states, and today Nigeria is a sovereignty nation. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective past question. Question number 3. The question here says, a fundamental component of political culture is dash. A fundamental component of political culture is dash. Now, first of all, what is political culture? Political culture is the summation summation or totality of political practices and activities of a particular country Now option A says community structure, option B says family values, option C say economic values, option D say social values. And when we say something is pertain a country or the whole society, that it means that it affects everybody, so it cannot be a community based culture or structure. Then as well, it cannot be a family based values, it cannot be a sectional values, which is economy, so it's a social values or social norms. So a fundamental component of political culture, which is fundamental, which is a major aspect of political culture, is social values, because social values affect every member of that country or citizenry of that country. So anything related to social values is pertain, or it is a concept that affects every member of that country. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome, this is Jamb. 2010 government objective past question number 4. The question says a form of oligarchy in which gifted people are at the aim of affairs is dash. A form of oligarchy in which gifted people are at the aim of affairs is dash. So we are talking about forms of government, and when we talk of oligarchy is a system of government. Let's say it's a system of government in which few people rule. And basically oligarchy has two forms. We have what we call plutocracy, and we have what we call aristocracy. The plutocracy has to do with noble people. The aristocracy form of oligarchy is named after a great scholar in the ancient Greek society called Aristotle. And in the philosophy of Aristotle or aristocratism, they believe that there are special people that God gave wisdom to or knowledge, and these people, according to them in the ancient society, are called sophists. So, and the question is now saying that a form of oligarchy in which gifted people are at the aim of affairs, that is at the corridor of power or government, is called dash. And let me add this: in the philosophy of Aristotle, let's say right from the theology are Socrates, that is the chief mentor, then followed by Plato. Then Plato was the teacher of Aristotle. While Socrates was the teacher of Plato. And these theologians believe in this slogan or phrase that let philosopher kings rule. So that it is wrong. Any society that votes a non-entity will suffer for it, will pay for it. So people that have knowledge, people that are intelligent, people that God give knowledge to, wisdom to, that understand the concepts, the principles of time and change, should rule. That is the philosophy of these scholars. So, and a form of oligarchy which gifted people are at the aim of affairs or government is that. So option D is correct, aristocracy. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective past question number 5, and the question here says a state that is ruled by an elected citizen is dash. A state that is ruled by an elected citizen is dash. It simply means that a state that is governed, a state that is governed by elected citizen, that is a city that is elected leader by citizen, is called dash. A, republic. B, a plutocracy. C, an empire. D, a monarchy. Now, in monarchical system of government, there is no elective principle. Elective principle is absentee. So they don't elect. It is basically inherited system. That they want to talk of empire, and first of all, and a monarchy is ruled by king or queen. So take note of that, by king or queen. Then an empire is managed by an emperor. An empire is a very large kingdom. Then plutocracy, a government of noble persons. Then a republican is a democratic government or system, and in every democratic government or system, it is expected that citizens will ought to vote the leader that will come to power. So a state that is ruled or governed by an elected citizen is called republic. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective past question number 6, and the question here says a true democracy in the modern sense exists where the dash. A true democracy in the modern sense exists where the dash. A, majority of the people vote. B, majority of the people rule. C, elite rules. D, elected representatives rule. 1. I want you to take note of this. In a democratic system, there must be elective principle, but the elected representative does not mean that the elected representative will take over the whole interest of the people. So we cannot say this is correct. Elite rule or elite rules, means that people with certain level of knowledge or qualification, and of course that is not a principle of democracy, then majority of the people vote. Yes, in the democratic system, voting is paramount, but that is not the true sense of modern democracy. The people are expected, or the citizens are expected to vote for their leaders, but voting or election is not the main sense of democracy. Then option B, majority of the people rule. Yes, so there is majority rule, and that's why in a palace definition, democracy okay, let's define it. In a palace definition, the definition democracy means the government of the people. And that is why Abraham Lincoln, who happened to be the 16th American president in 1961 to 1965, defined democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So it means that majority rule, majority decision prevail in a true democratic system. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government objective pass question. Question number 7 says, in a parliamentary system, when the legislature passes a vote of no confidence on the executive, it means that the dash. In a parliamentary system, when the legislature passes a vote of no confidence on the executive, it means that the dash. A, executive is required to resign. B, legislature ceases to trust the executive. C, legislature commences legal proceeding against the executive. D, executive is expected to go on suspension. Now when we talk of parliamentary system, is a form of government in which the head of state is different from the head of government. So there are two principal head of state, but when it happens that the legislature or the National Assembly passes a vote of no confidence, a vote of no confidence means a vote of impeachment, impeachment on the executive, then it means that the executive is required to resign. Yes, that is the head of state is expected the head of government rather is expected to resign from his position. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb, year 2020 government objective past question, question number 8, and the question here says the legislative body of the United States of America is the dash. The legislative body of the United States of America is the dash. Option A says Congress, B say National Assembly, C say Council, D say Parliament. When we talk of Parliament, Parliament means National Assembly. It is a governmental term or political science jargon. National Assembly. The Council. When we talk of Council, Council is a unit of body in a government. The National Assembly is the name we call our legislature in Nigeria. National Assembly is the name Nigeria call their legislature. The Congress is USA. So in United States of America, the Congress means legislature body that makes law, and that is the primary purpose of legislature body or legislative body. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2020 government objective past question, question number 9, and the question number 9 here says unicameralism is a feature of the legislature in dash. Unicameralism is a feature of the legislature in dash. That is, in which country does the system of unicameralism is being practiced? Then option A says the United Kingdom, option B say the United States, option C say Ghana, option D say Israel. Now when we talk of unicameralism, unicameralism is a system of legislature in which only one legislative arm exists, and in knowing a state or country that practice unicameralism, it is said that unicameralism is best for a small country or a small state. And of course, United Kingdom is not a small state, United States is not a small state, Israel is not a small country, but Ghana is a small state or country. So unicameralism is a feature of the legislature in Ghana. So that is what they practice in Ghana. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2020 government objective past question, question number 10. The question here says the upper house in most federal systems is created to dash. The upper house in most federal systems is created to dash. That is the purpose of creating upper house. And when we talk of upper house is a feature of bicameral legislature. That is, in bicameral legislature there are two houses. We have the upper house and then we have the lower house. So what is the essence of this upper house? And of course, in Nigeria, the both house is called National Assembly in Nigeria. National Assembly. And the upper house is also known as the House of Senate in Nigeria, and the lower house is known as House of Representatives. So option A say oversee and check the lower house. Option B say prevent excess of the executive. Option C say enable experienced elders make inputs to government. Option D says ensure equality of federating units. All right, ensure equality of federating units. And of course, option D is the correct answer. Why? In Nigeria federating unit or federal system, we have 109 senators. 109 senators. And the calculation for this 109 senators is that we have 36 states in Nigeria, right? And each state produce or elect 3 senators. Mathematically, 6 times 3 will give us 18. Then 3 times 9 will give us 9 plus 1, that is 10. 108. Then one senator representing federal capital, that is 109. So each federating unit has equal number of senators that will represent their state, irrespective of the geographic the population in that state or in each geographical unit. Irrespective, each state produce 3 senators or elect 3 senators. So, and the essence of the is to ensure equality of federation, that is equal representation, unlike the lower house where we have 360 House of Reps and there is no equality or calculation for this. But this House of Reps is based on the population or the land mass that a particular state covers. But for that of the upper house, the essence is to ensure equality of federating units. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. And welcome. This is Jamb year 2020 government past question number 11, and the question here says, in which of the following systems is the power of the component unit more than that of the central government? I take the question again. In which of the following systems is the power of the component units more than that of the central government? Now when we talk of component unit is made up of 2 systems of government. We have the state government and the local government make up the component units in every government, and the central government is known as federal government or national government. National government. So in a pure federal system of government, the federal government has veto power over the component unit, over the components. But the opposite of federal government or federal government is called federal government. Since in federal government the federal government has a veto power over the component, then in confederal government the component have veto power over the federal government or the national government or central government. So option A says unitary, option B says federal, option C says confederal, option D says monarchical. And when we talk of unitary, we mean a system of government in which the ultimate power resides at the center. Monarchical system means a system of government in which a king or queen rules. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Yeah, 2010 government objective past question number 12, and the question here says one of the general tenets of fascist doctrine is that the leader is dash. One of the general tenets of fascist doctrine is that the leader is dash. When we talk of fascist means members of fascism. And when we talk of fascism is a system of administration which manage all the activities of humans in the state, and this was practiced in 1922 to 1943 in Italy under Benito Mussolini. So, and one of the tenets is option A says subordinate to the law of the state. Option B says weak relative to the constitution. C says subordinate to the norms of the state. Option D says supreme relative to the constitution. But what we are looking at is the doctrine, the tenets of fascist doctrine is that the leader is supreme relative to the constitution. The leader is so powerful because by this we say that it's a system of government in which the states, particularly the leader, manage the affairs of the citizenry. So if you read the history of Italy, between 1922 to 1943 under Benito Mussolini. You understand the principle that surround fascist or fascism. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question number 13, and the question here says, in a cabinet system of government, executive power is exercised by the dash. In a cabinet system of government, executive power is exercised by the dash. A. The president. B. Monarch. C. Dominant party. D. Head of government. As we all know, cabinet system is the same as parliamentary system, and in parliamentary system there are two functional heads. Now, but the question here now say, who exercise executive power? Then we have head of government. We have what we call head of state. So the head of government exercise executive power, while head of state exercise is a ceremonial head of state, ceremonial power. So option D is correct. So in a cabinet system of government, executive power is exercised by the head of government. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective pass question number 14. The principle of separation of power is best practice in the dash. The principle of separation of powers is best practice in the dash. Option A says monarchical. B says parliamentary system. Option C says feudal system. Option D says presidential system. I want to talk of separation of power. The principle of separation of power preaches that the three arms of government should be separated and operate independently and in monarchical system there is nothing like separation of power, because the king or queen, that is the aim of government or affairs of the state, administer, and it has to be an absolute ruler. Then in parliamentary system of government, that is also known as a cabinet system, it is two S that is available in parliamentary system, that is the head of government and head of state. Then in feudal system suggests economic production of owner of the land, the relationship between master and servant. That is, but in presidential system means that the president is the head, then, and the feature of presidential system suggests what we call executive institution. They also suggest what we call legislative institution, and the third institution here is judiciary institution. So among these three bodies, there is a principle of separation of power, and that's why we say the principle of separation of power suggests that the three arms of government should be separated and operate independently, and this is a feature of presidential system. So the principle of separation of power is best practice in the presidential system of government. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, 2010 government objective past question number 15, and the question here says a typical form of delegated legislation is dash. A typical form of delegated legislation is that is, which of the below options fall within delegated legislation? And what we call delegated legislation? Delegated legislation is the act of giving responsibility officially for national assignment. Option A say a decree, option B say a bill, option C say a bylaw, option D say an act. Now it is not a decree because decree has to do with military. Then a bill is a document awaiting to become law. Then we'll talk of bylaw. Bylaw is a law made by the subordinate authority, and that's why we talk of officially for national assignment. And that's why in Nigeria the local government has the power to make by law. An act is not passed. So a typical form of delegated legislation is bylaw. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb, 2010 government objective past question number 16, and the question number 16 says the rights of a citizen can be withdrawn by the state if the person dash The rights of a citizen can be withdrawn if the withdrawn by the state if the person dash a is convicted of serious crime, b leaves the country permanently, c is pronounced dead, d opposes the government violently. Option opposes government or opposing government is a doctrine of democracy. Democracy allows that. Then the person pronounced dead is a normal thing for somebody to die, but that does not mean that the citizenship of that person has been withdrawn. Then if the person leaves the country permanently, does not mean that the person cannot come back. But if a citizen is convicted of serious crime, like for instance, if a citizen is supporting supporting the opponent opponent of his country during war, then the government of that country has the right to withdraw the citizenship of that fellow. So, and that is crime, a serious crime. So the rights of a citizen can be withdrawn by the state if the person is convicted of a serious crime. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2009 government past question. Question number 17 says a electoral process an electoral process in which candidates are selected for elective offices by party members is dash. An electoral process in which candidates are selected for elective offices by party members is dash. A. By election. B. Electoral college. C. General election. Then D. Primary election. Now take note that we are talking of electoral process here, and they were also referring to candidates for elective office. Elective office, that is to be elected by the same party. The same party. So what type of election is it called? It is not a by-election. It is not electoral college. It is not general election, because within the same party, it is called primary election. So it is the primary election that will determine the flag bearer of that political party. So the election that is conducted in order to choose the person that will contest under that particular party as a flag bearer is called primary election. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question number 18. The question number 18 says, in theory, one major advantage of the one party system is that it dash. In theory, one major advantage of the one party system is that it dash. A. Promotes greater mass participation in government. B. serves as an instrument of national integration. C. Guarantees social justice. D. Eliminates intra-party conflict. And we'll talk of one-party system. This is a system in which only one political party is recognized in the state, and if only one political party exists in the state, it means that every member of the state that have interest in politics belongs to the same party. So by this interpretation, it means that it serves as an instrument of national integration. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 19. The question says, a tactic employed by prayer groups to achieve their objectives is dash. A tactic employed by prayer groups to achieve their objectives is dash. Now I'll talk of prayer group is also known as interest groups, and it is a non-political union. So it's not a political party. Then they also influence government policies to suit their objectives. So, and option A say propaganda. No, they don't use propaganda. Electionary campaign, no, they don't use that. The memorandum, they don't use one. They use what we call lobby. The lobby could be through friend who is a senator or who is a member of House of Rep. So we call it lobby. They can also beg interest. So a tactic employed by prayer group to achieve their objective is what? Lobby. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government objective pass question. Question number 20. Question number 20 says public opinion can be measured through dash. Public opinion can be measured through dash. So in this question number 20, when we talk of public opinion is the general sample opinion of the people on particular social subjects or topic, that is public topic. So that is the what the people say about that topic raised by government. So how do we measure it? Option A say strike action, no. Referendum, rumor, it's not by rumor, it's not by negotiation, because most of the time the government takes ample decisions so out of the general opinion of the citizens, general opinion of the people or citizens. So that's why it is not by negotiation, it is not by strike, but what? Referendum. Yes, it is measured by referendum. So that's option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good morning, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government pass question number 21, and the question number 21 here says, which of the following is the main function of the civil service? Which of the following is the main function of the civil service? By definition, civil service is a relative government body charged with the duty of implementing government policies or programs. Then people who work under the civil service are called civil servants. They are called civil servants. Then the question now said that what is their main function? Option A says supporting the party in power. B say allocating resources to the federating units. C say mobilizing grassroots support for the government. D say implementing government policy. So by the definition of civil service, option D is correct. So it means the main function of civil service is to implement government policies. Option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good morning, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government pass question number 22, and the question says, who was the political head of the old Oyo Empire? Who was the political head of the old Oyo Empire? And this question is coming from pre-colonial administration in Nigeria. And option A, Aremo, B, Oyomesi, C, Alaafin, D, Bashorun. When we talk of Aremo, is the first son of the king. Then Oyomesi is the law maker or kingsmaker. Then Alafin is known as Alafin of Oyo, and he was the political head of the. Then Bashorun is a warlord, and so option C is correct. So the political head of the old Oyo Empire was Alafin of Oyo. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good morning, welcome. This is Jamb, 2010 government past question number 23, and this question says the Igbo political system was based on dash. The Igbo political system was based on dash. This question is from pre-colonial political administration in Nigeria. And option A says family ties, B say umu na, option C say umu ada, option D says age grades. The age grade association is an institution. It's an institution of young boys of the same age brackets. Then why Umada simply means unmarried women association. Then family ties means the family ties represent elders from each family, and these elders from each family form the council of elders in the Igbo political system. So it's basically based on family type, because every family has a representative in this council and also in the other title holders too. So every family has a representative. So the Igbo political system was basically on family type, and that is why Professor Fag said that the system was acephalous in nature. Because it was basically on family ties. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of. Good morning, welcome. This is Jamb 2010 government past question number 24. The question number 24 here say the arrow age grade system in Igbo land was dash. The arrow age grade system in Igbo land was dash. When we talk of arrow, arrow in Igbo simply means religion. So option A says a commercial organization. Option B say a political organization. Option C say an imperial organization. Option D say a religious organization. So the arrow, we must have heard of aroshuku. Aroshuku means God. So that is where this institution derive this name arrow age grade. So it's basically centered on religious organization or religious institution. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome, this is Jamb 2010 government past question number 25, and the question says France introduced the policy of assimilation in her colonies primarily to dash. France introduced the policy of assimilation in her colony primarily to dash. Now when we talk of policy of assimilation that was introduced by France during colonial period is to franchise the people, that is to remove the black man in the African man. That is the essence of policy of assimilation, and because of this it is known as direct rule, unlike what the British introduced in their own colony, which is policy of indirect rule. So and the essence is to remove the blackanism in the man. So A, change their way of life. Option B, gives them a sound education. C, discourage them from ritual killings. D, teach them the art of leadership. Now I've said that is to franchise them, or to remove the black man in the African man. So is to do what? To change their way of life totally. Is to change their way of life. So policy of assimilation in our colonies primarily to change to know. Welcome, this is Jamb year 2010 government pass question number 26, and the question says the foremost British trading company on the West African coast was dash. The foremost British trading company on the West African coast was dash. Option A, Lever Brothers. Option B, United African Company. Option C, John Oates and Sons. Option D, Royal Niger Company. So and in history, as we learned that during the British era in West Africa particularly, there is a company called Royal Niger Company. So and this company was the most British trading company on the coast of West Africa. So the option D is correct. So option D is our correct answer. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome, this is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 27 says, which of these rulers resisted colonial rule and was deported to Calabar? Which of these rulers resisted colonial rule and was deported to Calabar? This question is coming under what we call nationalism or nationalist movement in Nigeria. So, and under we have types of nationalism. We have the traditional nationalism or nationalists, traditional nationalists like the kings. So, and that is where this question is coming from. So the king that resisted the rule or colonial rule and was deported to Calabar. Option A say Oba Ovorame. Then option B say King Dosumu. Option C say King Jaja, that is Jaja of Opobo. Then King Kosoko of Lagos. So the king that will resist the colonial rule or administration, and then because of that he was deported to Calabar, was King Dosumu, which is option B. So option B is correct because he actually fought against colonial rule in his territory, and because of that act they deported him to Calabar, then put or replace him with a king that will listen to them and then follow their instruction, and so and so. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome, this is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 28, and the question here says Nigerian nationalism was described as two-faced by dash. Nigerian nationalism was described as two-faced by dash. That is who describe nationalism a two face, that is that Nigerian nationalism has two faces. So option A say James S. Kuma. B say Edward Wilmot Blindin. Option C say David Ricardo. Option D say John P. Jackson. The man who described Nigerian nationalism and claimed that it has two faces is no other person than what? James Kuma. So option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb 2010 government past question. Question number 29 says one major weakness of the independence constitution is that it's dash. One major weakness of the independence constitution is that it's dash. A. Gave full power to the Supreme Court of Nigeria. B. Gave total dependence to Nigeria. C. Empower British to continue to rule. D. Failed to provide the country with full sovereignty. Yes, weakness means one of the disadvantage of independent constitution, and that is what failed to provide the country with full sovereignty. Yes, option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question. Question number 30 says the first law making body in Nigeria after amalgamation was dash. The first law making body in Nigeria after amalgamation was dash. Now, amalgamation simply means the coming together of the southern and northern province and this happened in 1914. That was a drama that took place in 1914. So, and at this time the name Nigeria has not come into being or into existence at that time. So each region or province administered their own people in line with their customs or traditions and so on and so forth. But at this time also, police already taking ground in each of these provinces or regions. Now, there was at that time there was what we call regional assembly. That was not like national assembly at that time. Take note. The legislative council later came in. Then the Nigerian executive council came in too. But immediately after the amalgamation, the regional house makes law. The regional assembly makes law for the people. So, but later on in the day, Nigerian council takes over. But the question said the first law making body. So, and that first law making body is the regional assembly. So, option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question. Question number 31. The question here says the designation of ministers as chief executives and accounting officers was recommended by a commission headed by dash. The designation of ministers as chief executives and accounting officers was recommended by a dash commission. Now the question is asking us, because during the 1960s there are lots of of commissions set up by different governments to inquire into the activities of the state. So option A say Simeon, B SD Cookie, D C Dotun Phillips, D Jerome Udoji. We have these two people during the 1960s. We have Dotun Phillips commission, then we have Jerome Udoji also at that time, but the commission that particularly make up this suggestion that the chief executives and accounting officers that recommend these two office under the minister is Udoji Commission of 1986. That was when the commission engaged in this inquiry and then came up with this submission or suggestion for the government at that time. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question number 40. The question number 40 here says Decree 34 of 1966 was unacceptable to many Nigerians because it was dash. The question number 40 says Decree 34 of 1966 was unacceptable to many Nigerians because it was dash. A. Promulgated without consultation with the people. B. Perceived to abolish the federal system. C. Considered as alien. D. Seen as an instrument of impoverishment. So, and the essence, the reason why people or Nigerians, rejected Decree 34 of 1966 is because top Nigerians or Nigerians as else were not consulted. So promulgated without consultation with the people, so the people were not aware about the decree. The decree just came in suddenly and in operation. So that is the reason why many Nigerians considered it unaccepted. So on option A is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question. Question number 41. Question number 41 says Nigeria broke diplomatic relations with France in 1961 because of dash. Nigeria broke diplomatic relations with France in 1961 because of dash. Now when we talk of diplomatic relation is synonymous synonymous with international relation. International relations. So, and diplomatic relation or international relation means relationship relation relationship which exists between two countries. So option A say are poor relations with the francophone countries. Option B says general the Gaulle's negative attitude towards her. Option C says France diplomatic relations with Israel. D says France atomic test in the Sahara Desert. The reason why Nigeria broke out from the relationship with France she had with France in 1961 is a result of the test of atomic test, and this atomic test happened in Sahara Desert in 1959 at that time. So because of that, and it claims a lot of life in Sahara Desert, and up to date, particularly Algeria is still suffering from that act up to date. So Nigeria decided to break out of that relationship. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government past question number 42, and the question here says an attribute that Nigeria shares with most non-aligned countries is dash. An attribute that Nigeria shares with most non-aligned countries is dash. Now, when we talk of non-aligned country, means collection of countries that are neither Western or Eastern ideologies. So countries that does not belong to the Eastern philosophy or ideologies, or the Western ideology or the Eastern ideology, and Nigeria is one of such country. So what Nigeria share with these countries is what the question is asking us. A large population. B a heterogeneous population. C a large size. D the state of our economy. Yes, Nigeria share the state of our economy with non-alignment countries or states, particularly in Africa and part of third world nations. And when we talk of our economy, the economic year is what we refer to as the crude oil and other natural resources in the country. So option D is correct. Afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 43. And the question here says Nigeria spearheaded the formation of ECOWAS during the regime of Dash. Nigeria spearheaded the formation of ECOWAS during the regime of Dash. Now, when we talk of ECOWAS, ECOWAS is an abbreviation for economic community of West Africa states. So the here is community, that is CO. Then, so under which leader was ECOWAS formed? Now, ECOWAS was established on 28th wonderful date, May 1975, and the person that was the head of state at that time was Gowon. So it means that ECOWAS was established some years after the Nigerian Civil War, and the Nigerian Civil War eventually ended in 1970. That is 5 years. That is when ECOWAS was established. So Gowon was the head of government at that time. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 44. And the question number 44 says Nigeria was classified as a front line state for Dash. Nigeria was classified as a front line state for Dash. When we talk of classified, that it means that Nigeria was the champion for Dash. A. Spearheading the formation of African Union. B. Supporting the liberation effort in South Africa. C. Helping to end crisis in Liberia. D. Participating in peacekeeping in the Togo. Actually, Nigeria participated in all this, but during colonialism period, that was in the 1960s, Nigeria champion what we call the colonization of Africa states. So Nigeria support the liberation efforts in South Africa. So if you read the history of South Africa, you understand better the efforts or the contribution of Nigeria government to the independence of South Africa as a state or country. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb here, 2010 government pass question. Question number 45. Question number 45 says the prominent role Nigeria played in the UN in the 70s. In the 70s means 1970s. That is NR dash. The prominent role Nigeria played in the UN in the 70s. NR dash. Now when we talk of UN, UN simply means United Nations. United Nations. Now, A, permanent representation at the UN. B, membership of the Security Council. C, chairmanship of the General Assembly. D, non-permanent membership position. As a matter of fact, the chairmanship of the General Assembly always goes to the first world nations or a citizen from the first world nation. So the role Nigeria play in United Nations in the 1970s and our membership of the Security Council, and I think history made us to understand that Nigeria is the only third world nation that has been elected into this organ of the UN, Nigeria. So membership of the Security Council, option B, is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb here, 2010 government pass question. Question number 46, and the question number 46 says the hand of Nigerians foreign mission in a Commonwealth nation is known as dash. The hand of Nigerians foreign mission in a Commonwealth nation is known as dash. What this question is saying is that the title given to the representative of Nigeria in the Commonwealth of nations is known as dash. And remember that when we talk of Commonwealth, it means colonized states by Britain. So that is what it means. So option A say ambassador, B say charge d'affaires, C say attaché, D say high commissioner. The people that represent their country in Commonwealth nation are known as high commissioner. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 47. Question number 47 says one major function of the authority of heads of states and governments of ECOWAS is dash. One major function of the authority of heads of states and government of ECOWAS is dash. Now, what this question is asking us of the function of authority of heads of states. So this is one of the organ of the ECOWAS. One of the organ of ECOWAS. Now, what is the major function of this organ called authority of heads of states? Now, authority of head of state is made up by presidents of countries. So take note of that. Made up of presidents of countries. So option A says appointing staff of the secretariat. B, appointing the executive secretary. C, preparing the budget of the community. D, organizing international conferences. So the major function of this organ called authority of heads of state is appointing the executive secretary. Appointment of executive secretary, and this is option B. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government past question number 48, and the question here says the tenure of non-permanent members of the Security Council is dash. The tenure of non-permanent members of the Security Council is dash. So what this question is asking us is that how many years do members of permanent of the Security Council spend in office? So that is what the question is saying. Option A say 4 years, B say 2 years, C say 6 years, D say 5 years. And as we all know, under the UN condition, particularly the Security Council, they are to spend 2 years. They're not permanent. They are to spend 2 years in office. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, 2010 government past question number 49, and the question number 49 says the Secretary General of the United Nations is appointed by the dash. That is question number 49. The Secretary General of the United Nations is appointed by the dash. So the question simply means who or which organ of the UN appoint or has the power to appoint the the secretary general. So that is what the question is saying. Option A say permanent members of the security council on the recommendation of the General Assembly. Option B say General Assembly on the recommendation of the Security Council. C say General Assembly in plenary session. D say Security Council acting alone. The organ that has the power to appoint the Secretary General of UN is the General Assembly on the recommendation of the Security Council. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government pass question. Question number 50. The approval of treaties and agreements of the Economic Community of West African States is the responsibility of the dash. The approval of treaties and agreements of the Economic Community of West African States is the responsibility of the dash. That is, which organ of the ECOWAS has the duty of approving or signing treaties and agreements. So option A say Council of Ministers, B say ECOWAS Tribunal, C say Assembly of Heads of State and Governments, option D says Secretariat. The organ that has the responsibility or the duty to sign treaties and agreement is Assembly of Heads of State and Governments. An Assembly of Heads of State is made up of presidents of countries. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government pass question. Question number 32 says a major shortcoming of the ombudsman is dash. A major shortcoming of the ombudsman is dash. When we talk of shortcoming means problems or disadvantage. So a major disadvantage or problem of the ombudsman is dash. A, its inability to restrain bureaucratic excess. B, lack of clear-cut mandate. C. Lack of executive power to enforce decisions. D. Lack of adequate resources. The ombudsman is let's say ombudsman is they say as complain commission. So the major problem of this complaint, because it is to represent the voices of the people, is that it lacks executive power to enforce decision. That is the major challenge it has at that, because whatever be decision of the executive arm of government, it has to pass through due process. That's what they call due process. So the executive decision cannot just come into place like that without passing through due process. So it lacks lack of executive power to enforce decisions. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 33. The question number 33 says, one of the strong points of the multi-party system in Nigeria's Fourth Republic is dash. One of the strong points of the multi-party system in Nigeria Fourth Republic is dash. Now, when we talk of strong point, means advantage or merit of multi-party system in Nigeria Fourth Republic. Option A say government interference. Option B say wide political participation. Option C say wide anti-democracy campaign. Option C say the provision for a bicameral legislation. One of the main, when we talk of multi-party system or multi-party partism is a system in which there are more than two political parties recognized by the constitution of the land. That is multi-party system. So, and one of the major advantage of this multi-party system is that there will be a wider political participation. A lot of people will engage in politics, we have access to different political parties of their choice, and so on and so forth. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Welcome, good afternoon. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question. Question number 34 says, in which of the following is the ceremonial and executive powers first? In which of the following is the ceremonial and executive powers first or are fused? That is, it's talking about in which system of government, that is, in which system of government is the executive powers and ceremonial powers of the government or states are fused. Very simple question. Are fused. So option A is a federal system of government. Option B is a parliamentary system of government. Option C is a unitary system of government. Option D is a presidential system of government. The system of government in which powers are fused is parliamentary system of government, because the head of state is different from the head of government. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government past question. Question number 35. The question number 35 says, a major contentious issue confronting Nigerian federalism is dash. A major contentious issue confronting Nigerian federalism is dash. When we talk of contentious issue, means problem confronting Nigeria federalism is dash. Now option A say health care delivery, option B say education, C say revenue allocation, D say poverty. The major issue confronting Nigerian federalism right from day one that have led to the creation of states, up to 36 states today in Nigeria, and eventually led to what we call 774 local governments in Nigeria today, is revenue allocation. And up to date, there is still issue of revenue allocation among the components of government. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government past question. Question number 36. And question number 36 says, the major purpose of establishing public enterprises in Nigeria is to dash. The major purpose of establishing public enterprises is to dash. Public enterprises is the same as public corporation. Public corporations. And as we all know, public corporations include what we call NEPA, include primary health care center, the water board, and so forth. And the essence of this is what is social services. So option A say enrich the elites, option B say provide essential services, C say compete with the private sector, D say increase government revenue. The essence of public corporation or public enterprise is not to make profit, as we have learnt in government class, but to do or to provide essential services or social service. So essential services is the purpose of establishing public enterprises in Nigeria. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb, year 2010 government objective past question. Question number 37. Question number 37 says parastatals are established dash. Parastatals are established dash. Parastatals are established dash. When we talk of parastatals, means government institutions, or organizations are established that A. expand business transactions, B. maximize government profits, C. render social services, D. enhance entrepreneurial skills. Remember what we say under question number 36. The purpose of public enterprises. Purpose of public enterprises is to provide social services. So, and the option C say render social services. So that is the essence of establishing government institutions, government organizations, or government parastatals. So option C is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Welcome. This is government year 2010 Jamb past question. Question number 38. And the question number 38 here says the general purpose committee of the local government is the dash. The general purpose of the local government is that is the general purpose committee department. The general purpose committee department of the local government is to do dash. That is what the question is saying. A. body responsible for supervising self-help projects. B. local government public relations unit. C. body for awarding contracts. D. cabinet of the local government. General purpose committee department of the local government is the cabinet of the local government. The cabinet of the local government. So when you get to this department or section of the local government, you find files of different administrators and so on and so forth. So option D is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more of our videos. Good afternoon, welcome. This is Jamb year 2010 government pass question number 39. And the question number 39 says the highest organ of the state during the Babangida Babangida regime was dash. The highest organ of the state during the Babangida regime was the dash. Option A says Armed Forces Ruling Council. Option B says Supreme Military Council. Option C says Federal Executive Council. Option D says Provisional Ruling Council. And of course, in all the military administration, the SMC is the highest, military council. So which is Supreme Military Council. So the Supreme Military Council is the highest organ of the state during the Babangida regime in Nigeria. So option B is correct. Thank you and God bless you. Kindly subscribe for more videos.